My name is Bad Brad Wheeler. I am a musician slash bluesman slash radio DJ. I am the music and program director at KUAA, a low-powered community radio station here in Salt Lake City that's a little under a year old. So this radio station came to be about 4 years ago. Derek Dyer, the head of the Utah Arts Alliance, was approached by an organization who was aware that the FCC had put out a bunch of low-powered FM licenses and made them available to a bunch of different organizations across the nation. And this organization that approached Derek wanted to make sure that these licenses didn't get into the hands of like right-wing political groups or religious groups. They really wanted to make sure that the airwaves were populated by diversity, arts, and culture. So they reached out to the Utah Arts Alliance here in Salt Lake and encouraged them to apply for one of these licenses. Derek got the license. He started to realize there's a lot of work that is involved in getting a radio station going. So he approached me and asked me if I'd be interested in coming to work at KUAA. It's been different, because I had a pretty good job working at a radio station, pretty good time slot. A lot of people knew me. And now I'm sort of like starting from scratch and building something from the ground level. And to me, that's exciting. It's also very exciting to get people to try something that they've never tried before and listen to music that they probably normally wouldn't listen to before. I have a lot of people come and tell me, I've never heard music like that. And sometimes they'll tell me, like, I've never thought about listening to music in a foreign language, but, obladi, oblada seems to be the same in any language. You know what I mean? They can feel these songs, they can hear these songs, and they can go along with it. If you've ever listened to KUAA, it's in a lot of different languages. It's in Spanish, it's in French, it's in Cambodian, it's in Japanese, it's in Italian, it's in Canadian, it's in all sorts of wild different languages. But when you listen to the music, you realize that all these songs somehow magically blend together and bring people together. That's what music does. It's social lubricant. It's the soundtrack to our lives. You don't have to be able to speak the language to be able to feel the music, and that's one thing I really enjoy about this radio station. Even though we have as many modes of communication that we do now, I feel like I could still take people places that they've never been or never thought that they would go to just by turning on the dial to 99.9 FM and turning up the volume. And to me, that is probably the biggest, greatest feeling. What I hope to achieve is to create something that brings excitement, joy, community, what else? Exposure. I want to expose people to different types of music, different thoughts, different cultural groups. I want to bring the world together one song at a time. I want to show that diversity is something that should be celebrated and not feared. And that's kind of what we're doing here at the radio station. It only works if someone listens. I mean, if I'm just sitting in here doing this by myself, I'm just entertaining myself and I'm not really doing much. But there's so many different ways that people can be entertained right now. And the fact that they would pick this as an option is both humbling and makes me feel very grateful. Not only that, but this radio station isn't all put together by me. There are a lot of different people who make contributions to this radio station, whether it be financial, whether it be through labor, whether it be through volunteering. So I guess I always like to say it's very important to have an attitude of gratitude. And I would say to everyone who's involved with this radio station, whether it be listening or helping it come to fruition and come online, I would say thank you. Thank you.